Welcome back to the Burning Empowerment of Your Soul blog series, where motivation isn't just a feeling, it's a battle order. Today's rallying cry is unleash impact in 60 seconds or less. Our quote, hit hard, hit fast, and make sure every threat counts. Our scripture text comes from, for God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power, love, and of self-control. See, this comes from 2 Timothy chapter 1 and 7. This is a holy declaration that fear has no seat at our table. God has armed us with a power to break chains, love to heal wounds, and self-control to keep us sharp in the midst of chaos. That's not just theology, but that's strategy. That's how you win in the trenches of life and in the lightning fast battlefield of life itself. But before we charge in, I need you to act. Not tomorrow, but today. Not just with a feeling, but ready to smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and kick in within the enemy's gate. Hit this notification bell, and you're starting the war. Drum rolls freeze, and the army's formation. See, this isn't just for entertainment, but this is what's an armament together, a rallying cry for the battle of our lives. See, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to grab the world's attention before it even breaks? YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks, they're not just platforms, but they're modern-day pulpits. Over 200 billion views every single day are consumed in bite-sized bursts, 60 seconds or less. That's all it takes to change a life, to spark a dream, to resurrect hope. Destinies are shifting in that time. Comeback stories are coming back in that time. See, our youth was being born and rising again from failure, standing in their second chances, and stepping into God's timing. Will you be the one of those voices, or will you just stand in silence while others speak the words that you meant to deliver? See, when in 2 Timothy 1 and 7 is not just a gentle suggestion, but it's a divine marching order. Fear was not issued to you, but power was. It's your birthright. Love, it's your standard. Self-control, that's your weapon of precision. And in this battle cries, on this battlefield, we make it noisy, fast, and ruthless, just like the algorithm. But you don't win by talking longer. You win by striking sharper. GodQuestions.org reminds us that God equips His people for the exact moment they're in. Paul didn't tell Timothy to wait for a perfect stage, perfect lighting, or perfect timing. He told him to stand with courage right then and right now. In the same way, you don't need a perfect camera to start. You need a perfect conviction. You don't need the hours, but you need the precision. And in God's hands, 60 seconds can carry the weight of eternity. In this era, speed is your ally, and hesitation is your enemy. You can't wait for a better season, because this is the season now. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and 1 tells us to everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. See, GodQuestions.org unpacks this truth, reminding us that God is sovereign over our timing. That means when your heart is burning with a message, you're in the moment He has appointed you. Don't wait. Don't waste this time. Don't let fear draft your resignation letter before you even start. Whether your battlefield is YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, or TikTok, the enemy of impact is delay. God's timing is not your timing, but when He opens the door, you run through it with everything that you got. Some of the most powerful stories are comeback stories. Think about Serena Williams. People told her she was finished after her injuries. After stepping away for family After time passed, but Serena didn't read her critic's script. She wrote her own. She rose again, not just to compete, but to dominate. See, the same comeback story code came with the DNA of Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Before Hollywood, in his wrestling stardom, he had $7 in his pocket and a trunk load of rejection. He didn't let that define him either. He turned failure into fuel. That's the essence of the burning empowerment of your soul, to rise again when the world thinks that you're done. Say it with me, rise again, God's timing. Those four words will shatter hesitation. They will push you to your next orders, into pushing fear past the front lines. It will remind you that when God says it's your time, nothing, no failure, no critic, no algorithm can stop you. Picture it. The cameras are on. The clock is counting down from 60 seconds. And you've got one shot to hit the soul of your audience. So what do you say? Do you just shrink back and try to figure out something else? Or you've got one shot to hit the soul of your audience. What do you say? Do you freeze or do you fire? In that moment, you are a messenger on a mission. The world might be laughing at plant videos and dance challenges, but you're dropping words that are motivation, second chances, and God's time to rise again. You aren't just looking for search engine keywords, but they're lifelines. There are hooks that pull someone out of the abyss. Fear says that you're nothing. Fear says that you're not ready. But fear says you'll never be better than was yesterday. Fear says that you'll be ignored. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar that works for the enemy. It's designed to keep you silent. 2 Timothy 1:7 crushes that lie. God didn't hand you fear as a gift. He gave you power and strength. He gave you the love to see beyond your own limitations and into the needs of your audience. We gave you self-control. We gave you more than you actually need to even step into your own destiny. And He gave you self-control to focus on the plan, to deliver with accuracy. So the next time fear starts whispering, shout back with these 4 words. Rise again with God's timing. Maybe you've been watching others dominate online. Those motivational shorts, the fiery speeches, the comeback stories, and you told yourself, one day I'll start. But here's the problem. One day is code for never. You were not designed to be a passive consumer. You were designed to be a vessel of truth, a carrier of encouragement, a spark that sets dry wood ablaze. Every second that you wait, someone else is stepping into the role that you were meant to play. We like to think God's only works through long, elaborate sermons, but look at Jesus' parables. They were short, powerful, and unforgettable. He could plant eternal truths in less than a minute. Short-form content is the digital version of that. A seed planted in 60 seconds can grow into a lifetime of transformation for someone else. One look into the camera with conviction to shake the dust off of someone else's soul. When Serena came back to the court after pregnancy, she wasn't just playing tennis. She was preaching the message. That message was, your time isn't over because the world says it's over. That's a direct application of Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a season for rest, a season for fighting, and a season for winning. If Serena had listened to the critics, she'd be stayed off the court. Instead, she redefined what it was to be a comeback, to be a winner. If Serena had listened to her critics, she would have stayed back and never was prospered into her destiny. See, when Dwayne Johnson had just the $7 to his name, he could have just went back and sat in the corner. He didn't have the luxury of doubting himself, though, for long. He knew that if he didn't move, he'd sink. That urgency let fire into him and carried him to wrestling and movies and to entrepreneurship. Sometimes God strips us down to what looks like nothing so we can see that He actually giving us the foundation for everything. Your $7 moment could be the turning point that fuels your greatest impact. Let's be real. Social media algorithms aren't built to promote truth. They're built to promote whatever keeps people scrolling. But here's the twist. When you craft your 60-second message with passion, precision, and purpose, you can beat the machine at its own game. Your content can't be just good. It has to be unforgettable. It has to be the thing that someone replays at 2 a.m. when they're ready to give up. That's how you win the battle for attention. Don't expect to hit perfection on day one. Soldiers training before they see what's in combat. They need to drill what's in delivery. Refine your message and keep showing up even when the first videos don't take off. Each upload is a battle wreck. Each comment you get is a soldier joining the ranks, and each view is another set of eyes witnessing your mission in action. In the wrong hands, words can wound, but in your hands, surrender to God, they can heal. And in the world that we live in, we need more impact. Your voice is not random. It's crafted for a specific audience that only you can reach. So sharpen it, train it, and unleash it without hesitation. Say it again with authority. Rise again, God's timing. Motivation is not a lightning strike that you wait for, but it's a choice that you make every morning, every upload, every time you hit record. The more you choose to move, the more the movement grows. Don't let the ghosts of your past failures haunt your present opportunity today. Is God giving you the breath today? Then you need to use it today. He's giving you another chance to step into your purpose. When the day comes that you breathe your last breath, you won't wish that you spent more time scrolling. You'll wish you had spoken more life into others. You'll wish that you use your seconds wisely. This is your mission. Take your next 60 seconds and record a message that matters. Upload it. Let the world hear it. Let it be your heartbeat. And also email us at empoweryoursoul.blogseries@gmail.com and on YouTube at Burning Empowerment of Your Soul, and on Facebook, Empower Your Soul, and also on our website at www.burningempowermentofyoursoul.com. See, this vlog is a firestorm of motivation, a rallying cry for every sailor that's been knocked down and even doubted or delayed. It's a declaration that God's timing is perfect and your season to move is right now. Drawing from Ecclesiastes chapter 3:1, we're reminded that there is a season for every purpose, and when that season arrives, hesitation is the thief of your destiny. We march through stories of champions who refuse to quit. Serena Williams defying critics to reclaim her throne. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson turning $7 low point into a global empire, and countless others who carried the burning empowerment of your souls into their fight. These aren't just celebrity tales, but they're blueprints of your comeback. Every 60 seconds that you waste is the missed chance to speak into someone's life and without listening while you're not scrolling day by day. See, every day that you push, every day that you stall, there's another day that your God-given mission sits in silence. Fear will try to convince you that you're unqualified, but 2 Timothy chapter 1:7 shatters that lie. You were given power, love, and a sound mind, not fear. See, you need to keep pushing. This isn't about chasing algorithms, but it's about beating them with the purpose, precision, and passion. Whether it's one person or 1 million who sees your message, the impact is eternal when your words are fueled by the truth and that of God. So here's the thunderous call. Rise again with God's timing. Don't wait for one day. This is your day. Train like a warrior, speak like a prophet, and live like everything matters and like every second matters, because it does. There are people who are called to reach who cannot afford your silence. The countdown has started. The battlefield is live. Your voice is your weapon. The world is listening. Take your next 60 seconds and speak life, speak courage, speak destiny. Hit the record, upload it, and let God do the multiplying. Till then, take care, my friends. Take care of my family. I'll see you again next week, Monday, and God bless.